What is up, guys and girls? Welcome to another episode of the Nonsense Review. I'm your host, as always, Devon, and joining me, equally as always, is Rick.
Hello, everyone.
And you may or may not have noticed, I didn't say a number at the beginning of today's episode. That's because it's another one of our rainy days. Yes.
It is.
Today we're doing another Adventure Time because they're pretty easy to record, and we can do about 5 of them in a day and not care. And today our episode is pretty much kind of tangentially following from the last one. Like, there's a series in between them, but the thing that happened at the end of the last one directly affects the beginning of this one. So, yeah. But I suppose we'll get to that when we get to that. As you know, on the review, we like to talk about our weeks and the goings-on in the wide universe. However, because this is an episode in hand, can't really do that because, you know, we don't know when this is coming out. For all we know, the world could be on fire. Let's hope not.
Yep, like it was last summer. Oh, boy.
We are instead going to borrow a segment from the Nonsense Retrospective, and that segment would be called...
Nonsense Asinine Hypotheticals. Do you have one for me today?
My question is a very easy one. Adventure Time has existed for a long ass while, and I'm sure it's had quite a bit of merchandise associated with it, but what would be the absolute fantasy piece of merchandise you'd want to own from Adventure Time? Could be anything. Has to be realistic, of course. You can't, like, have a life-size version of PB animatronic.
I think the one that is both realistic and would probably sell well is a playable BMO. Both as something like an Alexa that can, you know, respond to you and chat shit in the BMO voice, but also that you can use as like a Raspberry Pi for like little console games, you know?
I don't think that would sell well because I think it'd have to be expensive as shit.
You say that, but if you had a proper collaboration with a company, say I don't know, Nintendo or Sega, they've done their mini consoles in the past.
Okay, here's the problem, because that no longer becomes realistic.
Okay.
Because Nintendo and Sega ain't gonna do that.
Okay, but what about a little minnow company that like Commodore? They used to be like real big in the home computing space, but then they went bust. So if someone could buy the Commodore license, well, I think someone already has.
I think you're still being unrealistic here, but okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Like a bunch of retro games on the thing, on the BMO, that are all legal, and yeah. But I think it'd be a nice little thing, like a nice little BMO toy that you can just sit on your desk that also has some functionality.
Yeah, I think that'd be too Like, don't get me wrong, it's a fantasy product for you and you alone, but you saying, oh, I think it would sell well, nah, because I think the price tag would be too high.
Well, sure, but like if you make it like 60 quid instead of 30, like 30 is like a reasonable price for a reasonable quality statuette that doesn't have to be like super detailed. If you just double it for having the internals, then...
Yeah, but I think with the licensing alone, you're going to be talking triple or quadruple that amount, not just double.
Sure, fair enough.
Again, it's a fantasy product just for you. It's just, I'm just taking, not even offence, but umbrage with the statement of, I think it would sell really well. And it would if it was cheap, but realistically, it can't be cheap.
Sure. But yeah, my one for you is, out of any show that you have seen, what is your favourite minion? Like, I mean mostly nameless ones. Like, I don't know, Horde soldiers or stormtroopers. They can have names, but there's the intent of the question is that there's fucking millions of them.
So not minion per se, as much as grunt/fodder.
Yeah, fodder grunts, yeah.
I mean, if you want me to go for the cheat answer, it would just be Space Marines. But at the same time, I feel like that's, disregarding the intent of the question.
I mean, it's kind of okay, but it's the problem with Space Marines, if you zoom in far enough, then Space Marines are ridiculously badass.
Any Space Marine has the potential to be a main character. That's what I think where the conflict with the intent of the question is coming in.
Yeah, if you zoom out, then there's loads of them. They're all main characters of a story that we're not even bothering to read. And yeah, they can be mowed down by the hundreds and nobody cares. But in the same token, they're mowing down opponents by the 1,000.
I think with the spirit of the question in mind, my actual answer, because of both nostalgia boner and the fact that I've bought a figure of it, is it's got to be the putties from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, sure. Would you go for the original Rita ones or the upgraded Lord Zed ones?
Either or. I'd say I've got a bit more nostalgia for the original, but like the upgraded Zed ones are the same, except they've got a fucking belt with a Z on.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a big upgrade, let's be honest. It's one of those where, like, I don't even think their design's particularly cool. It's just the first thing I remember going, oh, I really want to punch loads of these creatures.
Yeah. They have very punchable faces.
Yeah, and I do the noise when I fuck up talking to sort of reset my brain, but it's just an iconic sound of... That's going to be a great fucking soundbite for the audience. Just a minute of me and Rick exchanging...
It's fucking stupid and it's great.
Oh, God. Anyone who's not watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is going to think we're stupid. I shit you not, that's the noise they made, guys. I promise.
Yeah.
Rick, what are we doing today?
Today we're doing more Adventure Time. We're doing Season 3, Episode 26, Incendium. And if you couldn't tell by the title, this is when someone gets introduced. If you're going to follow us along at home, it's 3, 2, 1, and go.
I believe this is actually the Season 3 finale.
Maybe so.
I guess starring motherfucking Keith David.
Ah, yeah.
Adventure?
Yeah, because he's Flame King.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, the reason why I say this kind of follows up with our previous in-hand episode, which would have come out before this one, thankfully, is, he's grieving over not being able to get with Princess Bubblegum ever because, she's too old for him. Yeah.
I think he tried to smooch her and she just went, ew, Finn.
To be fair, consent is key.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Yeah. Because Jake's like 28 years old.
Yeah, he's hasn't he got puppies at this point?
Yeah, and his puppies are older than him because of how Rainicorns age. It's okay for a puppy.
I do think there needs to be a bit more of a conversation than none between PB and Finn, because PB's right, it is weird and consent is key. And Finn should know that. However, Finn is a 13-year-old boy and doesn't understand how life works.
Yeah, and also has, he knows that Jake is a person rather than just a dog.
Yeah.
So does Princess Bubblegum, and yet she still treats him as a dog.
Also, come on, that is very creepy as fuck.
Yeah, you don't keep people.
No, I wasn't even listening to the lyrics. I just meant I'm lying down being sad, surrounded by pictures of this person while clutching a piece of their hair. That's serial killer shit.
Yeah, and Beamo's just playing fucking Excite Bike.
Yeah. To be fair, Excite Bike's a good fucking game.
It is and all.
Probably not by today's standards, but back in the day, just the general concept of Excite Bike was great. Some might say exciting.
Yeah. It's like the ultimate arcade-style game of do the thing, get points.
Yeah.
And if you've got another player, then that's even better because 2 people pay and you've got direct competition.
Yeah. Have you seen the voice actress for Beamo? Because she is as adorable as Beamo is.
Yes. Yeah, she is very cute.
It's one of the creepiest fucking Jake lines ever.
It is a bit.
Even creepier. Woman must save woman.
Washtub princess. Axe kick.
Damn.
Sledgehammer heel.
Such a voice choice.
Man, I've not heard the word dame in so long.
It's such a fucking 1920s fucking Brooklyn thing.
Yeah. Ah, I love me some dames. Ooh.
Okay, this exists in Adventure Time. It should exist in fucking Interspecies Reviewer.
Yeah, just casting some runic to stop you from burning to flames.
I want to fuck the salamander.
Apparently the witch is using Crim's essence to create resistance potions.
Maybe. Dude, I don't care about the plot.
I mean, it's interesting when the plot is Crim has gone off the rails.
Yeah. Ain't I a stinker? What a life where you can just walk up to a king and bullshit them.
Yep.
Hi, King Charles. I have some magic beans. Now, don't forget, I do like the ultimate plot twist of this episode of Flame Princess's chaotic evil.
Yeah. I do like the idea that she thinks Finn's a water elemental because he cries.
Yep. And they hurt each other. I do like the thing when they try really hard to hug each other and they just wrap Finn in tinfoil.
Which would also cook him faster.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, Jake pretends to bring a koala, and the koala just goes, "Eucalyptus!" And Flame King's just like, "I don't like koalas anymore." Assassin! I hated that guy. Oh, right, yeah. I keep forgetting that Jake is actually a super talented musician.
Yeah. I keep expecting Flame King to just say, Udina's a jackass.
It really bugs me because Udina is the better choice out of those two characters.
Until he becomes, a mole for Cerberus.
Yeah, because Mass Effect 3's bullshit.
Yeah.
But until Mass Effect 3 happens, he's actually got humanity. He's a horrible racist, don't get me wrong. However, you need someone who is that aggressive when you're trying to get a foothold in the universal scale, full stop.
Yeah. Your civilization needs its King Balin.
What is it? The actual line in the comic, if you pick Udina, is sometimes you need a pit bull.
Yeah. He's holding a thermal detonator.
Oh, he's going to Kancho him. Oh, no. Oh, I hate Kanchos. Oh, they're so dumb.
Man, my favourite Kancho thing is Callie going, "Ooh, big old Kancho, right up the booty pipe."
One of my favourite things is I hurt someone once with a Kancho. I broke their fingers when they tried it on me. I just love the way he delivers that line, man.
I love how you can see Jake's mouth moving when he's doing it.
Oh, you can't. I've never looked at Jake while Finn was talking, but yeah. God damn, that's graphic.
It is, yeah.
I do like Flame King's armour.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why she's in a jar, because she's a proper fucking psycho.
Which I'm convinced she could get out of if she wanted to.
Yeah.
Aww. Now she gotta go crazy. To be fair, that's just a teenage girl, except she just happens to have, fire powers.
I think she actually starts becoming less evil when she gets to go on a dungeon date with Finn.
Dude, she's better than PB.
Yeah.
I cut really late season, late game. PB and Flame Princess have a sit down, and Flame Princess is straight up like, "Yo, PB, you're fucking evil. Piss off."
Yep. Yep.
Man, that's some great lighting on BMO there.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, right, the whole reason he gets pissed off is like, "No, my pictures!" Was that a picture of fucking... Is that Finn in that picture in the background? Because that's weird.
I think it is, yeah. Because he does have the long flowing locks.
Yeah.
Aren't those already spent? Apparently not.
Dude, I don't know. Oh, I forgot they produced a rain.
Yeah. Yeah, Flame Princess turning into Kaiju Princess is also, you know... It's got to be someone's fetish.
Hello. I gotta be honest with you, right? It's also fucked up that he was in rampage mode and then it's like, oh, it's a girl.
Yeah.
However, it's the reason why it's kind of not so bad is because, again, Finn is 13. He needs to be taught that this is wrong, but it's not the worst thing that he's like that because he's not an adult. He's still learning.
Yep. Yeah, Finn's got the horn.
Oh. Oh, it's Tony Tedford, not Ted Tedford. Sorry, that's what I was looking for, in case you were wondering why I was making random noises. Because if those of you who may remember, I was like, was his name Ted Tedford? Because that's dumb. Sorry to any Ted Tedfords out there.
Yeah, Tedrick.
But yeah, that was the end of the episode. Rick, what did you think?
It was a good one. I don't think I've ever actually seen that one before.
Oh, I've seen it like 100 times because it used to play on Cartoon Network all the fucking time.
Yeah. When it was new and interesting, I didn't have Cartoon Network for some reason. So yeah, I only really started watching all of Adventure Time after Ogre. So before that, most of my Adventure Time knowledge is from, again, repeats, and they choose what the repeats are quite often.
Well, the funny thing is between us, I've probably got more knowledge of the early stuff, and you've probably got more knowledge of the late stuff.
Yeah.
There was definitely a point where I dropped off. I think when Simon started becoming Simon more than Ice King, I think that's when I sort of tapered off.
Sure.
But yeah.
But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Despite having seen this episode about a gazillion times, it's still good. It's fun. It's a shame that Finn is a bit of a creepazoid at this point in his life. Yeah.
In general, I think it makes a very good season finale.
Oh, yeah, because this is a problem.
Yeah. Finn is solving one problem by starting another, but at least, you know, that's story development, even if it's not perfect character development for him right now.
And it's added a new princess into the wild, which you know Ice King can't possibly fuck with.
Yeah.
he is at a power disadvantage.
In fact, that's what makes them break up, isn't it?
Sorry?
That Finn really gets the horn when Flame Princess fights, so he starts fights between Flame Princess and Ice King.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
And when they find out, Flame Princess is like, no, this ain't good.
Dude, that's exactly like the people who get really horny when they argue. So they start arguments with their partner because it turns them on. Which, hey, guess what? If you tell your partner that's what you're into, you can make shit up.
Yeah, you can just like, okay, I need to do the thing. Can we debate about something that doesn't matter?
Like, is Terminator a robot or a cyborg?
Pick one and I'll argue against it, kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, shout, that's what I want.
Shout, let it all out.
That sort of thing boils down to people being embarrassed to talk about their fetishes, which, if there's one person you shouldn't be embarrassed to talk to about them, it's your partner. However, there are some I can understand why you'd be embarrassed about.
Yes. Especially ones that your partner doesn't have the equipment for.
Okay. But yeah, I believe there's an app now which you can get. I've not confirmed this because I can't be asked, but I've heard rumours of it where you and your partner download it, you link your accounts, and it's just a checklist of fetishes. You check off what you're into, and it will show your partner the ones that you both ticked.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it anonymously, you know. All right.
But you've also got to trust your partner not to be a dick and to just click everything so they can try and reveal what your fucked up fetishes are. That being said, hopefully you don't get in a relationship with someone who's like that.
Ooh, you're into washing your hair with syrup? Ooh.
How's that a fetish?
I don't know, attracting bees? I don't fucking know.
Like, the obvious one, which I think grosses out more people than it doesn't, is probably scat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I think we bring up on this podcast more often than we should.
Oh, yeah, like... What is it? Scat and Vor, the two things that we bring up more often than we should, seeing as neither of us are into either of them.
No, I can't deal with either. Vor, I can sort of understand from a Dom sub perspective.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't think it's probably a healthy thing to be into, but I kind of see what the appeal is. Whereas scat is just gross.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, moving on. Rick, do you have a favourite moment?
Yeah, my favourite moment is actually I'd say it's when Jake is trying to seduce Flame Princess through Flame King. Just in general.
That's cheating. That's pretty much the whole fucking episode, Rick.
But I'll boil it down to the bit where he makes fake Finn and has fake Finn fight with himself. all the way from Koala to strangling himself and getting himself, in inverted commas, killed by fake Finn just to impress Flame King. But yeah, how about you? What's your favourite moment?
Oh, it's very much in the same vein, because I will never not laugh at the really shitty Koala going, Eucalyptus! Eucalyptus!
I don't like koalas anymore. Udina's a jackass.
But yeah, we can't only talk about the good, we've got to also talk about the bad. Rick, do you have a weakest link?
The weakest link is more that Finn is still pining for Princess Bubblegum and won't have the conversation with her, possibly because she won't have the conversation with him. So it might be more of a P-Bubs thing that's the problem. So I'm giving it to I'm giving my weakest link to Princess Bubblegum's inability or unwillingness to put Finn to rights in a reasonable and mature way.
Well, we saw it in the last episode we did, in that PB grew 5 years in the span of 2 seconds, and then treats everything that she did with Finn as 5 years ago. But for Finn, it was an hour ago.
And yet she still remembers things that she did in an adult form, like creating Lemon Grab.
Yeah. It's one of it's the Ruby and Sapphire problem in that one episode, where Sapphire can see everything in the future and knows everything's going to be fine, but Ruby can't, and Ruby needs time to get her head around the fuck up.
Yeah, Ruby is feeling what she's feeling now is the big thing that it boiled down to in that episode.
It's the exact same issue. It's like Finn needs time to grieve and to move on, and the problem is he had this whirlwind sort of romance with her when she was a kid, and then now she's an adult and she's just like, you're gross, Finn, stop it. But she's not giving, in her head she shouldn't have to explain. However, Finn is 13, he needs to be explained to.
Yes. But yeah, how about you? What was your weakest link?
It's kind of similar in that it gets a bit of a pass, because as we've already mentioned, Finn is 13, he's not prepubescent, but he's not far off of prepubescent, let's be honest. He's really creepy in this episode.
Yeah, he's pre-adolescent even.
Sorry, I used the term prepubescent. He's slightly beyond the age of preteen, because he is a teen, he's 13.
Yeah, early teen.
So it's one of those where it doesn't matter what age you are, having photos of someone around you in a bit of a shrine while having a cry and clutching their hair is fucking creepy. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah, like, I also wouldn't have photos of my mates around my room.
And then just to add a bit of extra creepiness to Finn's character here, he's all ready to fight and then realises, oh, girl's sad. And it's just like,
She's sad, she's in pain, she needs saving, and he does the hero thing.
Yeah, except he was willing to throw hands 2 seconds beforehand.
Yeah, because she was attacking his house.
But again, it's like, girl. If he knew it was a girl when she was attacking, I have no doubt Finn wouldn't have made any attempt to stop her. Which is, it's like anti-feminism, you know, like the other extreme of it's like, girls aren't equal to boys, they must be coddled and protected, which is still really fucking sexist.
Yeah, it's like positive discrimination, but yeah, it's not a good mindset to have.
But yes, let's end on a high note, shall we? Rick, MVP.
It's gotta be Jake. He really did more or less all the heavy lifting this episode, trying to get Finn out of his funk and, impersonating Finn. And yeah, he was Blue Jake the whole time because he was, protected from fire. And I struggle to see how you could give it to anyone other than Jake this time round. How about you? Who was your MVP?
Oh, the desperate need to be contrarian, but you're right. Jake gets it. He is the ultimate bro, the ultimate wingman. He kind of fucks up a little bit by not doing any research on Flame Princess before trying to woo her, but apart from that, like, he did do quite a lot, and it's very Jake, in essence, to just not plan shit in advance.
I'm under the impression that the Flame Kingdom wasn't even, like, talked about at all until this point, so...
Sort of. The character that Jake met is a pre-existing character. He didn't show up very often, so, like, the creatures existed.
Was it Flamebow, or was it?
Flambeau.
But by the same token, I don't think the Slime Kingdom is actually shown as a kingdom. I think it's just, like, Slime Princess just is there.
Well, same for fucking the Breakfast Kingdom until they go there. It's one of the things Adventure Time has 10-minute slots, you know?
Yeah.
They can't do world building every single episode. It's like they went to the place where the person is.
Sure.
And then you got the Hot Dog Kingdom that is literally just a kennel. Do you remember that one?
I can't remember that one, no.
Oh, Hot Dog Princess summoned Finn and Jake and went, "My hot dog knights have gone missing in a labyrinth. Can you save them before dinner time? Because they're really stupid." Oh, that's an episode we got. It's when they got the Psychic Tandem War Elephant.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the end of our episode today. Join us again next week, where hopefully we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. And as always, we've got the comment section down below on YouTube. If you're not watching via YouTube but still want to talk to us, we do have instead an email address. Where they send an email to, Rick?
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that is nonsense.
Oh, we're all fucking up today.
Once again, that is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Okay, I think we got away with it, Rick. Join us again next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.